Alrighty, guys. It is 3:30 this Friday, November, Friday, January 9th. I think in November, January 9th, and time to wrap it up for today. So far, it's been a busy afternoon. I apologize, I missed the last update, but look at this market go. Very surprising that it made highs like this. That's very positive. I'll take that any day of the week. So I mean, with this guy and fold this together. So this morning we started off range bound, looking to buy weakness, sell strength. If they took out the 69.90s, that's when we started thinking about the long side. And they actually it had been a sloppy trading day, a lot of back and forth and stuff like that. Overall, the news this morning was decent. Employment situation came in a little bit, yeah, a little bit worse than expected, I believe, but it's overall not a big deal. Not a big reaction to it. Volatile, but not directional. And the consumer sentiment number came out okay, but not spectacular. So market net to the upside. So we got a little bit of weakness. Can get long, try to get long against that 69.50, 55s. That was a difficult one to get long against if you tried it. That was a quick rundown and then complete reversal. But look at this. We are making new highs going into the overnight next week, and we'll take that. So starting off on the long side of the market, looking to buy weakness at this point against the I was going to show you the well, you saw it, the little run up here. We had a little pull back here, then 967,000, and a nice rally into the 2 o'clock hour, and the ES kind of been holding ever since. But I would look to buy weakness going into the overnight, at least for now. No reason not to, unless it for some reason sell. I don't think it's going to be a sell off into the close. I think the pretty strong market going into Friday like this. So we're going to buy against the weakness, against that mode at the 7,000s, against the probably going to put an edge here at the 69.90 to 95s, against the high here at the 69 or 80s. I had to figure out how to do that edge. It may be one big edge right there against this pullback here, and they combine these two areas. And then, of course, down to that 69.75s. Below 69.75s, we're going to take off the long bias and go back range bound. But that's a pretty freaking good day to. The stocks has been mixed, though. There's been a mixed bag of performance in the stock market, but net to the upside. Nasdaq also making nice gains. They were up here pretty solidly. Took out this ledge we talked about, and well above it again. So right up here, they took out this ledge. They're well above that again, and they are heading up to test that the 26,000 level. They're right up here against resistance at 980 to 990. And if they take that out, I doubt that's going to happen before they close, but they could. They could. But chances are we're going to be well, we're going to start from the long side no matter what, given the strength we're seeing going into the close of a Friday like this. It could be a really good start of the year if this continues. It's still early on in the year though, so I'm not going to be too excited. I've seen this before, a couple of weeks of excitement in January and then a complete tank after that. We have a lot of things going for us though, so I don't think this could be a different year. I mean, I'm going to still trade it from the long side until I see the weakness, put it that way. So on the Nasdaq, also pretty good move to the upside. I had two trades on the ES this morning. One shakeout and one small winner. You're up to $42 on that. I had the three trades on the Nasdaq. One loser, you got them down to. I think I started off with a loser or scratch, then a loser, and then I had the small shakeout again. So I'm down 27 on Nasdaq. I didn't get more aggressive than that. I figured at Friday, and I kind of missed this whole rally. It's kind of too late for you can't chase it when you see it start taking off like that. But that's a nice one right there. So I would stay on the long side, looking to buy weakness on the Nasdaq against these levels. I would look at the on the Nasdaq. Come on, there you are. Against the single print here at the 940s, against the mode here at the 900s, against the level at 840s, and probably make this one a bigger edge here. So below the 840s, taking off the long bias and going back range bound. We're looking to buy weakness down to that level, the 840s, that support there or support area right now. But then let's see how far they can take it. this again could be a retest failure setting up, so we won't know that until probably after we start next week. But first week we're back making new highs, and I'll take it. So the up 42 on the ES, down 27 on the Nasdaq. So net up a little bit for the day. I didn't want to get too crazy this Friday. Now I was trading a different account, and when last update was a little bit choppy in my analysis, but I was trading that account, and I just got freaking smoked on a couple of trades. And so I've been trading that back up to break even again. But man, that cost me a little bit of sloppiness, and you end up in a in the hole. So yeah, so it took a little bit of work. You could get back to break even on that account. But and then of course on a Friday, if you manage to get back to break even and not keep the digging a hole deeper, then you should just take and sit down and relax. Take the win, right? On the bond market, not much going on there. I didn't try to trade this. You can see a reaction in the morning, a retest, right? A V top, V bottom, V bottom, a retest, but not necessarily they kind of retest enough failure to take the trade. Same story here. It's been just not enough of bars fading. Right now they are stalling right here at the high. So yeah, this could be a spot to try to get short, but that's late in the game. You don't want to take a trade like that. So nothing really set up on the bonds for me today to do it. This would have been the closest one, but as you see, there would have been a break-even trade. When a rundown, unless you took profit aggressively, it would have been immediately shaken out on that bar. So that is the bonds. So I didn't no trades on the bonds for me today, at least. All right, so back to the ES and Nasdaq, and I will leave it there. So starting from the long side of the market, let's see if I can take it. ES is making new highs, and we'll take that at this time of the week. So let's see how this goes. Hope you did pretty good today. There's definitely some tradable opportunities, but it's some areas where it was really sloppy and choppy. And they had to just you get in trading those, it's so easy to get chopped up. I mean, you can see here on the ES and Nasdaq after the 2 o'clock hour, this whole area on the ES and Nasdaq, this is just chopped. This is just going to get you in. You try to trade this aggressively, you just get creamed. It's not a good thing to do. So that's why it wasn't too aggressive. I had to trade the Nasdaq a little bit on that thing here, on other accounts, and I had to work for it. Just sitting through some heartburn there for a bit to get the money back. But sometimes you get lucky on that part. But if you can't, you won't be able to make it back on the Nasdaq like that unless you get a little bit of luck. And if you manage to do it, stop trading. This is not moving direction, just chopping back and forth. So you're getting up and down, and it's too easy to get chopped up. All right, guys, we leave it there for now. I'll see you back on Monday. You have a great weekend, and I'll take it from there. All right, guys, later.